Could you guys introduce yourselves, please?
I'm Reid McFay, third year fine artist.
Abby Ford, third year fine artist.
Thank you. Could you explain a little bit about the concept of your collective, Install 8, please?
We're a collection of 8 artists from Herefordshire. Our intention is to make our way to free range. Install 8 came from the idea of Install 8 or Install, and originally it was Install 7, and it was based on the Windows file for Install. Basically, it was trying to bring a group of artists together with contemporary concepts and to sort of bring us into the technological era that we exist today, and how technology is starting to affect how we create artwork and how we interact with each other as artists as well.
Yeah, I think that's a fair thing.
I think that with the way that technology has been implemented within current culture, we are starting to understand more that there's a lot more development within artwork, and as well that it's starting to move us in different directions with regards to traditional ideas within art. So landscape and figure and object have all been transformed through the addition of the internet and with computers. And I guess that although not a lot of the work that we produce is aimed that way, it does look at that sort of political aesthetic of people being singled out with technology and how we're starting to remove ourselves from our surroundings and focusing more on screens as well. So, yeah.
Do you think working collaboratively changes your ideas in your work, or how you work, your approach?
I think it improves your ideas, because I think when you're working on your own, you can get quite up in your own head about what you're trying to produce, and you need the kind of back and forth with people, even if you're not aiming to create a particular work. Like with the workshop we did, we were just making marks. I think when you work with other people, you bounce ideas off each other, and it makes them more realistic and more realisable, whereas when you're working on your own, you can kind of have this grandiose idea that's actually quite hard to make a reality.
I think that with in reference to working, a lot of the work that I do is digital, and it's a very singular process, and it can be quite difficult to sort of make it fresh whenever you've been working on the same piece and you're not getting opinions from other people, you're not getting an ulterior motive within your work. And it's very important whenever you come together and work with other people that you'll always have a different idea, you always have a different perspective, and it actually makes making work a lot more interesting. And within Hereford, within this college in particular, it is a very important thing, and I think that's where the best ideas definitely come from.
Would you say that you both enjoy collaborating, or is it a far more challenging concept to fit into your practice?
It depends, really.
It does depend. I think when it comes to the project space, for example, or even Monday, the idea of working collaboratively beforehand, I was like, I really don't want to do this, and that's honestly how I felt. And as we got into it, it was more exciting, more interesting. And when I worked with Rachel in the project space last year, at first I was like, oh, why am I doing this? I've got so many ideas I want to do, but I've got another person. But we did end up bouncing off each other and creating work that was quite interesting. I think if I had to choose, I'd work on my own, but I'd definitely engage in group discussions. But it can produce some really interesting results, because on Monday I think I was quite surprised how we all kind of rotated around the work and all adding different things, and we could all stand back and be like, actually I'm going to change this mark here. Or
I think it makes you more fluid, it makes you more free whenever, but I think that there's a specific difference with working collaboratively on your own concept and working collaboratively on a piece of work that is it's instigated by the entirety of the group. Whenever you work with a collective on a collective piece, you're always going to be more fluid and more free about the work, and you're not going to be as attached to it. So whenever you allow other people to work over the top of things that you've done in a collaborative piece, it's fine, but whenever you're working solo, that might be very difficult. It's a very tricky thing to do. But working collaboratively does give you that free flow of ideas. So I think that there's a fine line between the two. You know.
I think when we're working like on Monday, it's really beneficial for us as a group, even if we don't produce like amazing artworks or anything. Even if it's just playing with marks, it's really beneficial. But when we did like Barrington Hall, for example, that was very much like the artists were the ones with the concept and we were just being told what to do, and that was a less satisfactory experience. I think it's a valuable experience, but it was less exciting for us because we were more just like seeing something happen rather than helping it happen. And kind of we're doing what we were told.
It's the difference between being the conceptual artist and being the like working artist. I think whenever you work as a group and you work on a concept together, it becomes yours, like yours, like mine or not mine, like
collectively.
But whenever you work on someone else's idea, it's theirs, and it can be difficult whenever you're working that way. And sometimes you're within your right to work individually and have people come and help you, but you reserve the right to that being your idea, you know. But I think whenever you work collectively in a large group on a piece of work, it's a feeling of satisfaction because you know that you all produced it together, and it's like yours, like a bit more satisfying.
Do you think it's important to strengthen your personal relationships with the people in the collective before you embark on that kind of project together?
Absolutely.
Or do you think you do that anyway throughout the process of
I think
the project?
we need to work collaboratively, and if not that, we need to at least all work in the studio together, because if we're doing like a show at Free Range and we don't know very much about each other's work, or even just the people as people, like if someone came along and was like, what's this work about? And I was talking about Maddie's work and I was like, I don't know. It's not a good thing to put out, and I would feel dissatisfied with myself not being able to talk about someone's work fluidly.
Working together creates a hive mind. And whenever, even with small interactions within work, some of our work is starting to couple up, and I've noticed that. But I think that the more that you work and the more that you're together, the more your ideas start to flow. And it's easier whenever you're actually in all the time, which sadly I like as I work from home. I work on my computer all the time. I do get that closed off sort of feeling where I don't feel like I'm really interacting with any other artists, and I need to really branch out from that, I think.
The last question to finish off on. Do you think it's important to agree on a concept or a direction in the project, or do you think it's quite nice that everyone brings in their different kind of strands of knowledge and interests into it?
I think at the moment, beforehand we sort of just knew that we were going to Free Range, and at the moment our idea is Cedric Price's Fun Palace, and that's the structure for our work as a whole. And I didn't really have an idea of how it was going to work, but when we looked at the structure and we looked at our work, it just fitted perfectly. And now that we know what we're working towards, I feel like our work is stronger, and I feel that some of the collaborations that are coming out of it are going to be much better.
I feel like even with that we need to talk about that more, because I think some people are a bit like, what are we doing? But I think it's good to have that unifying aspect, that kind of, we each have all our individual work, but then have something that unites us together. But it still needs more development, but again that's why we work collaboratively.
Do you think a tension, not in a negative way, but do you think some kind of tension, like with people wanting different aspects of something, do you think that's helpful in the group, or do you think it drives people apart, or do you think it's good that people have different strong opinions?
I think communication is key. Communication within every aspect of life, relationships, any sort of business, it's all about communication, and if you don't have that, then it just will not work. And if you can't bring yourself to discuss an idea as a collective, then you sort of have to start rethinking your ideas on whether or not you want to be in the group. Like, if you have a creative venture that you want to be succeeded, with a collective, then you have to act as mother, sister, brother. You have to be all of those things, and you have to compromise, and communication and compromise are the only two ways that any sort of successful exhibition, I think, will work.
Okay, I think that's some really interesting stuff there. So thank you for talking to us.
Good.